Yeah, there's a lot of talk about how divine masculines can become really avoidant and divine feminines all anxious. However, there's on the divine journey, there's really a need to remember that you float between both. You float between the kind of avoidant tendencies and the attachment and all that kind of stuff. And it's all to show you how you are exhibiting all of that, not just with each other in your connection, but also in your life, in all areas of your life. Where are you avoiding taking action, right? When I say action, I mean divinely guided action, right? So you're going to get into that kind of space first where you can access that. Where are you becoming to... The word obsessive is coming through for a reason. The Hermit. I feel like someone's doing a lot of reflecting right now. There's this energy of wanting to understand things better. I think someone's really... I'm getting kind of someone's afraid that they're going to... they don't want to be hurt again, but no one wants to be hurt. But you know that quote that comes to mind of Maya Angelou? It's about learning to love, trust love, and always once more. It's a beautiful quote, but it's kind of like this person they're not at that space where they can trust love again, but they're getting there, right? We've got the Queen of Pentacles. It's giving heavy Virgo energy with the Hermit and the Queen of Pentacles here. Definitely earthy vibes. Four of Pentacles. Someone is stuck in their mind with this energy right about now. They're really thinking very much heavily about this person, the Empress. They're seeing this. I've heard they're seeing you glow, at least in their eyes. Knight of Pentacles. They want to move towards you. They want to move towards King of Cups. They want to move towards you with an emotionally kind of heartfelt offer is what I'm hearing. This is really stable. Like, this is seriously emotional stability here. And the Six of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. This isn't like cup half full. This is like, I'm here to offer you. It's kind of, you know what I'm hearing is actually really making kind of emotional. I'm here to offer you everything that I have so far, even though they don't feel like they're enough. So they need to see their worth, for sure. It's not about external, they've hit this mark or they've like got that number in the bank, whatever. It's not about that. It's about what's happening within, the inner alignment. That's what it's about. The Ace of Cups, beautiful new beginning in love. Nine of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Someone's reconnecting to the heart space and it's really guiding them. But you know what? I've heard guiding star. It's like you're their guiding star. You know what it is? It's because you're really zoned in on yourself. I think that you're how I said that divine alignment, like being divinely guided, you're allowing yourself to be divinely guided, and as a result, they're being divinely guided because you're so connected, right? It's a divine connection. It's like you're leading that and they're kind of understanding that. Well, they probably don't realize it right now, but that's kind of helping them to see the light. Lots of racing thoughts. Chariot as well here. They don't want to be stuck in this Four of Pentacles. King of Wands, this is a fiery energy. Like they've got a lot of passion, they've got like drive, I'm hearing, and very ambitious energy. And they're feeling this for their Empress right now. Pretty. There's a lot of fire. But that's not even what's at their forefront. That's the beauty of it. What's at their forefront is actually the stability of what they want to offer. Again, the Nine of Cups. They want to bring your wishes into fulfillment, into fruition. I think there's something about abundance here that's really a big thing. They see you as really abundant. I'm not just talking money, I'm talking like internally as an energy, as a vessel, as a being. Like they just see you as so abundant. They know you have faced battles to get to this point. I'm hearing like a pride. Like it's almost like if you were theirs, they'd be so proud of you. That's how they see it. If you're meant to be then the High Priestess, and that's kind of already the case, really. They want to move towards you, but the offer that they want to bring to you, again, the King of Wands, they want it to be kind of like a surprise. They're very quiet about that. I don't think you know how they feel, truly. They're umming and ahhing right now. Umming and ahhing. They don't know how they're going to be received, fair enough, but there is this need to there's something about clearing through something. Queen of Cups at the bottom of the deck. I do think that if somebody's been clearing through karmic energies, they're making the space right now, whether they realise it now or not, for you to enter, or at least for their wishes to be fulfilled. With the swords that do think that they have been clearing through karmic energies, cutting it out of their life, internally and externally, again, so that their soul feels free, so they're not holding resentment, but they're able to say, I release that, and that's it. It's kind of like this healing through it properly. Three of Swords, I think that's confirmation of what I'm saying as well. Four at the bottom of the deck, they want this new beginning. I think that you've had a lot of heartbreak that has really awoken you. You've allowed it to awaken you. You've allowed it to bring you into higher levels of self, as opposed to being stuck there. Queen of Wands now. Again, you've got that fiery, passionate energy within you too, but you ground it differently. Kind of like this energy, like you allow yourself to feed yourself with your energy, right? You don't allow others to feed off you. Really beautiful. Page of Wands. You've had to go through a lot of lessons to get there. This person is learning. They're at the beginning stages. They also say that your divine masculine is only probably 6-9 months or whatever behind you. It can often be much more than that. And actually, there are other times where you might be shocked to know that they're not so much more. Again, I think that it's not stuck. It flows. There's so much that you hear, and you can't listen to all of it, because every divine pace on their unique journey, very, very unique mission, right? That's why you've got to really learn to listen to yourself. You've got to learn how to do that by healing, by removing all of the egoic desires, egoic fears, right? That's the best way to learn how to listen to your truth, yourself. And that's the beauty of this journey. There's a lot of balance. Someone is really balancing out. Strength card at the bottom of the deck as well. They're balancing their emotions heavily right now. And they're doing it by themselves because they see something ahead. They're looking ahead, right? The star. That's kind of that confirmation of the guiding star energy. The wheel. Massive turning point here. Truly. I think, the moon. They're healing through something that's been buried beneath the surface for a long time. But it's kind of like they want to get ready to the point where they can come forwards. And Six of Cups. And explain their past behaviour. Knight of Wands, King of Wands. Someone's levelling up. I think that in the past they behaved in ways that were, I'm hearing jealous and possessive, but I'm also hearing I've heard ulterior motive. So it's kind of maybe you thought they had an ulterior motive. They acted in that way. They weren't being true. Like there might have been a mask there. And it's kind of like it's actually been to their own detriment, which is a shame really. But there is massive movement. This is what they needed to trigger them into that awakening. It feels like somebody who has phases of kind of going between yes, I'm ready, I can step up to this, and then suddenly going back again, reverting back. And I think that's something what they're healing through now with their inner child healing. I feel like there's a lot of that is happening. Passion, confirmation. Of course there's passion in this energy, especially with that Knight of Wands and King of Wands energy. Finances and career. I told you something about abundance here. They're really working on themselves. I feel like they want to show up and be like, I think this is the way they prove themselves to themselves really, because I don't think that's something that you've ever said you needed or anything like that. I think that they're just kind of, this is what they need. It's kind of like their personal journey, which is fair enough because, divine masculine energy wants to be, okay, with the wedding card coming out here, they could be attending the wedding right now, maybe even abroad, I'm hearing. Let your friends help. Oh, okay. They could be at a friend's wedding. It's kind of triggering them into kind of, I don't know, heart-to-heart conversations at the bottom of the deck. I feel like they need to be mindful of who they're speaking to. I think you do as well. Just be careful of who you're listening to. Like I said, this is such a unique journey. You got to listen to yourself more than anything. Retreat at the bottom of the deck. Confirmation that I think that they could be somewhere away right now. Reconciliation at the bottom of the deck as well. So I think that they want to spend time with you away. I've heard they want to take you away so that they just have you to themselves, so you two can kind of spend like that ideal kind of time with each other. But it's just this like mindful energy of what's around right now, and I think they're really aware of that. True love. This is like, for me in this deck, this is the card of like, it's almost like that divine love. With the separation card here, I do feel like the heartbreak hit them well after you guys separated, and I think it's because we're hiding their emotions. They weren't being honest with themselves about their emotions. It's kind of like they want to be free, which is fair, but you can't be free if you've still chained to the past, or you're still chained to those energies. You're allowing yourself to still be stuck in those karmic loops, and that's got nothing to do with each other. It's got to do with whatever your own cycles are, right? That internal thing, like, why are you avoiding? Why are you, obsessing or whatever. There's that inner alignment, that healthy alignment that's coming into balance. Again, when you come together, you find this healing phase as well, right? It's not just like you're perfect. That's not the way it works. Healing family issues. So again, there is something about that. I feel like they've never been taught how to, or at least, they didn't have very good examples around them of how to kind of handle their emotions. I think that I've heard bottled it up inside. Yeah, look at this, heart-to-heart conversations. It's like they've never actually had heart-to-heart conversations in that way, that capacity that is required now of both of you. Again, upbringing is very significant here. I think that there's definitely something about past lives with each other as well. I just feel like there's this desire to come together, but it's all right now about what's happening in the subconscious mind, where somebody is stepping up, so they're no longer in that kind of lesser version. And I say that word, that's because that's what they're thinking. There could be parts of them that when they do look at the bigger picture and they understand things from a bigger picture, they think that they're not ready to step up, if it is that right term to use. Always have healing to do for your entire life. That's the whole point. You're not going to come together all perfect and healed and pristine. Like that's not the whole point of the human journey, right? Time to give rather than take. You're very close to achieving your goals. I think that there's somebody who needs I've heard kind of patience, but also so much love. And sometimes that inner wounded child will like run away before they get hurt, kind of thing, or like act like they're just moody, but they're actually really just upset. It's kind of like giving that energy. They're learning themselves a lot right now. Work through your fears. That's what they're doing. The answers you need are coming. They're working through their fears so they can kind of finally come to you with their truth. From the space of kind of their heart. Yeah, step out of your comfort zone. It is not what they used to. This is a big deal when they do this, to really remove that mask and come through with their vulnerabilities, releasing their negativities right now, not letting pride get in the way, right? Believe in the impossible. I think this is both of you. I think sometimes, of course, you mirror each other, don't you? So I think that you both kind of really desire love, but there's a difference here that you have been learning how to become it and embody and really shine that out, right? And whereas this is somebody who they've been focusing so much on like their 3D reality that they a lot of like their emotions being beneath the surface, but now they're finally understanding how to release that, how to pour that out, and how to find balance within themselves. I think that the more they find their balance within themselves, the more they can come through for you with this stable offer, right? And move together. I do feel like you're going to be traveling together. There's something about travel together, or maybe this is what you both want. You don't even realize that you both want the same thing. This is definitely someone who's learning how to disconnect from the external. Okay, believe in the impossible. I think that's an important reminder for both of you. We've got Scorpio is a really big theme here. Scorpio energy, Scorpio season, Leo, Virgo, Sagittarius, Gemini. Okay, Virgo was coming through a lot earlier as well. So again, it could be the time, but also the kind of the energies of those qualities, what they embody, right? This is beautiful, okay? Oh my God, this is so beautiful. This is your life's purpose. Of course it is. This is your path. If you're questioning like your journey and your connection, this is confirmation that this is your life's path. Have confidence. You've got to believe in yourself. The more you believe in yourself, the more you can believe in each other and in the connection. Because don't forget, you mirror each other. So be mindful of what energies you're allowing in, including your own emotions. When they're coming, your cycles, don't deny them. Accept them and say, okay, where's this coming from? How can I have faith again? What do I need to heal through and release? That's the whole point of this. The person that you're asking about is trustworthy. I love this card. I think it's so beautiful. Believe and trust. Trust is a big thing in this energy. Believe and trust. Trust is a really important message. Shield yourself. So always protect your energy, protect yourself, protect each other, right? I think that spend more time outdoors, innocence. I think that you both gone through a lot, and your soul is so pure, both of you, and you're kind of allowing yourselves to recognize that and understand that, and to recognize why the cycles had to happen the way they did. It's like this healing journey that's taking place right now, so that you can really prepare. But like I say, I think that there's momentum being gained here, because actually you're finally recognizing, both of you, especially this divine masculine energy, and how to go inwards and to clear through what's happening. the distortions of family conditioning, the friendship conditioning, the external societal conditioning, all of it, they're really recognizing how it just doesn't sit with them anymore. And it hasn't for a very long time. The things that the decisions they've made, maybe they wanted to, but it didn't align in some ways, what I'm seeing here, which is why there was like this distortion, this feeling of just not being fulfilled. You're learning how to trust yourself, so you can learn how to trust each other as well, right? A lot about courage here. Someone's really gaining courage within themselves to learn how to trust themselves and recognize who and what outside of them is trustworthy as well. They might very well, like I say, be... they might be a really outdoorsy person. Maybe they just like to go out a lot, you know. They're learning, love yourself first. And you're doing this beautifully. I think that you're setting a beautiful example of that. So regardless of external conditioning, you're going back into yourself and saying, hold on, where am I? What is it within me that is my light? And you're shining it. You're not afraid of that. It's safe for you to love passive relationship. That was coming through before as well. So this is safe. It's just you're triggering each other's healing journey right now to go through that. And I feel like there's something more warm and still and quieter about this. It's not like this shock revelation or anything like that. It's just like, okay, we're going into ourselves and we're recognizing, so we can come together and create more peace and harmony. That doesn't mean it's going to be perfect. There of course will be ups and downs, but that's our point. You get into that stage where you can find that alignment, so you clear whatever needs to be cleared, so you can come together to hold this union frequency that you both share together, and that's your purpose, right? I feel like you're finding a balance between kind of creating this abundance in your life while also kind of honoring the energies and like that internal work that you're here to do as a divine feminine. It's like you're both preparing for this kind of new cycle in your love as you come together, because this is a love that has existed. I'm hearing eternity. But first you have to prepare to get into that heart-to-heart conversation energy, so you can actually hold that to begin with and then decide how you're going to move forward together, okay? So let me know if this reading was for you. Sending so much love.